What's up, guys? It's AD, and I beg you, I implore you, do not miss out on this banner. Do not miss out on the Venti Banner. If you don't watch another one of my videos, if you don't pull another summon, if you don't touch this game again, pull on this banner. I don't care. Pull on this banner because not only is Venti insane, but the other characters that you can get from this banner are also all like literally best in class for what they do. I can't stress it enough. There are characters in like Dokkan or other gacha games, like think like characters that apply to like every single team. Like if you have a fusion team and you don't have Gogeta or like things like that, there are characters that like come by and you regret if you do not pull them. This is one of those times. I cannot stress it enough. So just to start out with, if you want a 5-star character, pull on this banner. Don't waste your time with these others. Okay, obviously you can't pull a 5-star character from a weapon banner, but this one has a mixture of 5 stars and weapons, so you're just decreasing your chances of getting an actual 5-star character. This banner is the one that you want to pull on. I cannot stress this enough. Not only is Venti amazing, like literally he might as well be a 6-star character. Nobody else can do what he can do in the game, and he's limited to this banner right now. You can't pull him from the standard. Fischl, Xianlang, and Barbara are all top tier 4-star characters. And when I say top tier, like Fischl, literally probably the best 4-star character in the entire game. Like she might as well be a 5-star. Xianlang, amazing. You can put her on any pyro comp, and because of elemental affinity, you're gonna get an additional 16% attack damage. So like I have her slotted on my team. I don't even use her. You could use her because of the way her abilities work, but I'll get into that. Barbara, fantastic healer. So just to start out, Venti, the way this banner works is 50% chance if it's a 5-star, you're going to get Venti. But if, say, you're strapped for cash and you don't want to summon too many times, right? If you go and you do 90 summon attempts, right? The first character that you're going to get you're guaranteed to get a 5-star on your 90th. That's called Pity. If it's not Venti the first time, then the next one is 100% guaranteed to be Venti. You see this? If it's not, 100% guaranteed to the next time. You want him. You want him, you want him, you want him. Why? Just like Fischl, he can be put on literally any team, and he is by far and away, like, not even arguable, like, the best Anemo support in the entire game. And you're thinking, why, Adam? Why is he so great? Well, I'm going to explain it to you. I don't even have him geared up. But just his talents alone make him insane. So for those of you that don't know, if you go and you take the Anemo element and you combine it with any of the other elements, it spreads the element and it increases the elemental damage. Okay? With Venti, you are able to apply this at a massive scale and combine it with other characters. And he has insane movement options. Plus, he's got this absolutely broken artifact kit that once you see it, you will understand why he is so broken. Like, even if you don't get any other 5-star in the entire game, you want him. Okay, so just to show you what his ultimate ability does, all right, and why it's so good and why no other character can touch it. In like Spiral Abyss and places like that, you know, when like enemies are really chunked together, like that's literally all that there is in Spiral Abyss. Like you want this ability. So what Swirl does, right? I'm going to go on Fischl right now, and I'm going to toss down her busted ability, which is her E, and I'm going to go and put Electric on this guy. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to pop his ult, and then I'm going to go and hammer on them. Actually, they're already dead. But see how his ult is a different color? It's because it absorbs the element that you've already applied to these characters, or if there's a certain element, it will just take that element. So in a normal team fight, no matter what your composition is, you can apply Venti as your support. He can pop this, and he will apply whatever element you're trying to combo to all the characters in the vicinity and pull them in. And it lasts forever, basically. Plus, and I'll go into Fischl in a little bit, but, whoops, wrong F4 button. Okay. Plus, his E does it on a smaller scale. It doesn't pull them in, but it knocks them down and lifts them up. Just to show you, blah, 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 Skyward Sonnet. It launches enemies into the air. But if you hold on to it, okay, and this is for all you new players out there that aren't familiar with how important exploration is and climbing and just like movement is in general in this game, he can generate his own wind tunnel that you can glide on. This is so insanely important. You don't even understand. Like, there are so many puzzles in this game, so many like obstacles in terms of Geoculuses and the other Oculuses that you have to go and do like a puzzle in order to reach them, or maybe it's a force field and you have to go and do some kind of weird puzzle to access like a chest. With Venti, all you have to do is hold down his E and he flies up into the air. That's it. And you can glide. It increases your glide distance. Not only that, this is the most insane part of his kit, and you won't get to it a little bit later into the game, but let's go and just check out this artifact set. This is what puts him over the top and why I'm trying to implore you to pick up this character. There's an artifact set right here. Viridescent Venerer. Animo damage bonus, increased by 15%. Okay. The next set, though, 4-piece, increased swirl damage, so that's already your amplifying elemental damage with his ultimate. Is increased by 60%. It decreases opponent's elemental resistance to the element infused in swirl by 40%. 40% defense reduction. Do you have any idea how crazy that is? Like, that's not a buff, right? That's a debuff on the other character. So that scales insanely well. Like, crazy good. Crazy good. And so, like, all of these things combined make Venti just like the most busted Anemo character in the entire game. I could go on forever. Fischl, the other character, probably the best 4-star unit in the entire game. Why? Because there are certain characters, right? Like, so my comp right now is I'm running Diluc and I'm running Xianlang literally just for the added pyro damage bonus. But for combos, I want to have everybody be overloaded. So that's combining your electrical with your pyro. And because of how Fischl works, not only is she good, like you could use her literally as a carry, like damage dealer, but her support capabilities are insane because all of her like effects, and this is what kind of makes someone a support damage dealer, is like when you swap out, they still apply. So if I'm going and I'm running my Diluc, which is my main carry, I'm going to be doing the damage on him most of the time, right? I can pop her E. First, let me just show you what it does. You can pop Knight Rider, which basically summons her Raven that does constant electro damage. Now, if you're wailing on this banner, like I did, you can go and max out her constellations super easily. And you can do the same thing with Xianlang. And I even have a couple in Venti. So obviously, I went a little bit ham in this banner. Didn't get one for Diluc, though. Rest in peace. But her talents, right? This persists through character swap. And it does a ton of damage, and it constantly reapplies her electro. So if I'm going and I'm playing as my Diluc, as my main damage dealer, I drop this, right? So her bird constantly hits, and it's constantly reapplying the electro status effect, so I can overload. And so, like, especially with a character like Diluc, you can go and literally proc overload / proc overload / proc overload / and it just does insane damage, people. I can't explain enough. Her DPS alone is insane because that stupid bird stays out forever, and her ultimate increases the duration that's out. So like he is already out for a long time, but if I go and I pop this, you turn into her bird, and then his cooldown is essentially reset, and he stays up for even longer. So you can have him up for like literally 20 seconds, constantly applying electro to an area, and then you combo it with whatever other effects you want to. It's insane. Next character, Xianlang. Spear bearers in this game, there's not too many of them, but she is insane. She's insane. So she, just as a carry damage dealer, you could use her because she's constantly putting out a ton of damage, but especially in pyro comps, like if you have a Diluc, or if you have any other pyro character, or if you just have another, like, or if you just have an electro comp and you want to proc the same overload, right? Like if I had Qixing, I would still use, I would just swap the characters around, right? I would be using Xianlang to proc the fire instead of Fischl proccing electricity. Why? Because her E is another ability that does persistent damage even if you switch characters, and her ultimate also persists if you switch characters. So you pop the ult, and then I'm still going and doing a bunch of fire damage on top of the fire damage I'm already doing. Or in the other case, if you're running Fischl or you're running Qixing, you can do electro damage while this is rotating around you, constantly proccing overload. It's insane. Her auto attack chain is also ridiculous. It hits super fast, it hits super hard, and it hits many, many times. I can't stress enough, like, she is just an overall fantastic character. But for me, on my tier list, if you're gonna hold a gun to my head, Fischl is just, she's incredible in terms of 4-star characters. Where is Barbara? Barbara. There she is. Barbara, another crazy character. And if you're wailing on this banner, super easy to max out Constellation. But her healing is where it's at, right? There's only a certain amount of characters in this game that can heal. And she is one of the ones that is just phenomenal at doing it in comparison to some other ones. Her normal attacks and her abilities all heal her party members based on her max HP. So, like, I mean, you can build attack damage on her, but unlike most of your characters, you're going to want to be building max HP on her, and it just does a ton of damage. If you actually are I'm sorry, not a ton of damage, a ton of healing. I'm on a tizzy right now. If you manage to, like, make her Constellation max out, look at this passive. When she's not on the field, if your main carry dies, you just revive him with 100% HP. That's nuts, dude. That's crazy. She's insane too. Like, this entire banner is insane, and I'm telling you right now, I know everybody wants Qixing, I know everybody wants Diluc, and I totally understand that because he's amazing and he's dope looking, but Venti is where it's at, guys. I'm telling you, Venti's where it's at. Like, you want to get Venti right now. Diluc and the other people can be summoned on the other banner. Do not miss this opportunity to get Venti because you will regret it later in the game. It's one of those things, like a Gogeta, or, like, I don't even know. Like, I guess if you're Nano, a Majin Vegeta, like, if you miss out on Venti, you're gonna be kicking yourself later on. I promise you. You're gonna be upset, and I'm not gonna be able to console you then because I'm not gonna be able to help you get him. You're just gonna be stuck. And it's unfortunate to hear. Also, if you're trying to glide places, decreases gliding stamina consumption by 20%. I mean, like, what can't this dude do? He's insane. Just get him. I promise you, like, you will not regret it. You will not regret it. You will not regret it. I promise you, you want to get him. And when you do get him, I need you to comment down below and like and subscribe and let me know. Let the people know that you got him. Okay? If you guys found this video to be useful, please like, comment, subscribe. It helped me so much. I'm really liking Genshin Impact. But, you know, small channel, so I'm going to try and do more of these. Let me know if this video helped you out. Adam D. Oh.